Welcome to theScore eSports Awards 2018. It's been a hell of a year for esports, and we've got nominees in 4 categories for you. Player, Roster, and Rookie of the Year, plus Breakthrough eSport of the Year. We've also got something new. It's the inaugural theScore eSports Game Changer Award. What exactly that is, we'll get to later. For now, sit back, relax, and reminisce as we celebrate 2018 with theScore eSports Awards. With all the incredible superstars in esports, it was almost impossible to narrow down our list of nominees for this category. But this really is the cream of the crop. These are the brightest stars, leading the way for their respective esports. The nominees are Nikolai Device Reitz, CSGO. He had more HLTV MVP medals than any other CSGO player, double-digit first-place finishes in 2018, and exhibited incredible consistency.
His elbow shows, but it's not enough to put him down. Device with a scout and a pistol, goes out, finds Fall and sees him, he's got it back!
Oh my god, how does he do it every single time?
Another great pick for Device and another opening kill. And he's gonna go for the follow-up. He's blind. Magisk has got an 8 kill. Again, the round is over, and why not? Continue challenging. You're on fire.
I love competing. I don't know who I'd be without any competitive aspect of my life.
Song Rookie Weijin, League of Legends. Rookie, of course, won Worlds this year and had a very strong statistical performance at that tournament. He also made the LPL Spring and Summer First All-Pro team.
Rookie still looking for more. Can he be the hero? Can he find another one? They're looking for it as Jackie Love barely living in this fight, and he will get taken down. Rookie just wants reset after reset. He'll get one, he'll get two. Can he get the third? And Invictus Gaming, they're gonna do it. They find the miracle fight once again.
我是没有特别的就是别的套路，只要如果自己打得不好会怎么样？自己打得不够好的情况下，我什么都不做。
Alexander Simple Kostiliev, CSGO. Simple has 6 HLTV MVP awards this year. He had a dominant statistical performance in 2018, and his explosive playstyle is part of what defines him.
For the love of God, somebody make it stop. Simple. Oh my god, he lined up for that shot. We saw the second player. There's a quad kill. He's already got one ace. He's going to get the last one as well.
Oh. He only has the CZ, he's got to nail Rain, wow. He's got to get the gun. Guardian reveals that he's coming from Ivy, low HP, easy from Simple, and he nails Nico!
And you always should stay calm, you shouldn't let your emotions go up and go down.
Hajime Tokido Taniguchi, FGC. Tokido has earned more than $220,000 in winnings. He came first at E-League Street Fighter V Invitational and second at EVO this year. And even so, he has an insatiable drive to always improve.
Oh, but he has the cancel!
But Tokido's got his own answer for it!
Are ridiculous!
Oh, Demon after this guy, Tokido!
That's how you feeling?
I almost have no word.
If I feel, I am the most credible player from all fighting game community, I can say, I am the best, but not yet.
Jian Uzi Zihao, League of Legends. Uzi won back-to-back domestic titles in the LPL and the mid-season invitational with Royal Never Give Up. He was also a key part of the LPL's ascendance in 2018.
Traded down as Uzi gets his kill, sort of out of help, can't even pop the shield. A double kill for the Kaisa, now towards Maple, gonna run away, not get taken out just yet, but Uzi in the duel against Betty, jumps away, dodging the ult, and the attack comes through for the triple kill. Mugen running out of help, 2 more autos, there's the kill. Uzi with 4 in a row.
在这一刻，我觉得我是世界上最强的，因为都已经拿到世界冠军了，那还要怎样不强？
And the winner is Device. Ending the year with a record-breaking amount of HLTV MVP awards, Device is a key piece of the incredibly well-oiled machine that is Astralis.
I think Device has a really important role. He motivates the team when we play or we're feeling down, like the way that he tried to keep everyone on positive mindsets, I think is really important.
He isn't relied upon to carry his team every game, and he does have those maps where he isn't at the top of the team's scoreboard.
And as you said, the star player of Astralis Device absent on a map where he usually lights it up.
But that's sort of the point. he is the primary opper on one of the most dominant rosters the game has ever seen.
But based on the spawn, he was going towards mid, and Device picks off Nitro. Way too lackadaisical. This is doable for Astralis.
Yeah, very careless from Nitro falling back like that, ignoring the kitchen. Now Flashbang comes in, Device and Sip picking up a couple of kills and leaves Elijah alone inside of the smoke. No scope in the leg as he jumps out. I don't know how Astralis win that round.
He isn't solo carrying Astralis, but he is, dare we say, completing it.
So now Device just hiding back here. The bomb is being... Oh, it gets stopped. That's a huge kill for Device. And followed up, taken down Get Right. Massive defense. And now Electro, the only one left. 1 versus 3, and he's going to go down. Device wrecking NIP in this last round. 4 kills for him. Twist with a great kill. Now, this should be their round.
But Device is in the back, and you can do so much damage from here. You can see he can hide from the follow-up players. He gets another one. And Astralis, a 2-on-5, and they finish it off.
His opping style is not reminiscent of the likes of Kenny S or Fallen, but that's the way he likes it.
So I remember looking at the best AWPers and thinking, I'm not that type of AWPer. And I had to create some of my own style that would work for the team, but also for me. And that's where I kind of got the idea of the style that I'm playing right now.
And for someone who spent only a few years as a primary opper, and even then sharing some of the time with teammate Dupree, Device constantly puts up strong results and highlight-worthy plays.
Device finding an opening pick. Could set them up for a couple as he gets 3 kills. Device is just a maelstrom right now, hitting absolutely everything. And that should be it, Harry. He's looking for a bit more as well, and he's probably going to get it. Device on for the ace. Just Robs. He'll wait towards outside, and it doesn't get much better than this. Oh my goodness, Device, that was just beautiful Counter-Strike. They're gonna have to try and find Dupree. Device needs to back him up right now, protect him. He's doing a great job in that respect. They need to get in this defuse now. They know it's Device with the AWP. He hits yet another shot. The defuse coming in. It looks like he's done enough there. They're hoping they can take him down, but Device just too strong.
Astralis just wouldn't be Astralis without Device.
Thank you so much for the award. Being awarded Best Esports Player of the Year means the world to me. It's been a really tough year, but also a year full of dreams, and yeah, thank you.
Congratulations to Device, an award well-deserved. But you know there's no I in team, and our Roster of the Year award is reserved for the most dominant lineup in esports. And to be clear here, guys, we're talking about a roster, not an organization. Our nominees are Astralis CSGO. Astralis have earned double-digit first-place finishes in 2018 and more than $3 million in prize money. They have a disciplined, controlled style of play that dominates the game.
It's been so long since their major victory, but I think they're on path to another one now. This is the best-looking Astralis since that time, and one that could conquer 2018 once again. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Your champions here in Dallas, Astralis. You'll face it, London major champions. It's Astralis. And another championship in 2018, Astralis, ECS Season 6 champions.
The goal is to win, as we always do.
Cloud9, League of Legends. Cloud9 had an incredible journey from 10th place in the NALCS Summer to Worlds. They were the first NA team to make top 4 at Worlds since Season 1, utilizing a deep bench in their first fully franchised year.
They wall him off! You're not allowed on this side! This one's for winners! Cloud9 3-0!
10th place to finals is a great story, but Cloud9 will do you one better! 10th place to Worlds!
Cloud9 will make it to the semifinals! The first time in 7 years! Cloud9 in the top 4 at Worlds!
Even though we don't win the next one, then I'm just excited to be here and make the West have more hope.
Invictus Gaming, League of Legends. IG won this year's League of Legends World Championship, becoming the first LPL team to ever do so. They also came second in LPL Summer 2018 playoffs.
It sounds like all of China are backing Invictus Gaming, and Invictus Gaming will do what has not been done since 2014. They will eliminate the Korean first seed.
No one expected this dark horse. We knew that they were good, but we didn't know that they were going to be finals good.
The LPL has never won before, but that will change today. The Crownless are finally king, and Invictus Gaming are your 2018 World Champions.
Penta Sports G2 eSports roster, Rainbow Six Siege. This roster was the most dominant team in Rainbow Six Siege this year. They won 3 of the biggest events of 2018, netting over $500,000 in prize money.
They're often known as the best team in the world, never having that distinction until today. Penta are your world champions.
G2 will take the win, and for one more time, G2 will take it. That's the second major tournament of the year.
I'm just so proud of my boys. We made this a year ago with the ambition, literally at invitationals, to come here a year later and win it, and we've done it.
Virtus Pro Dota 2. VP won no less than 4 majors and net over $3 million in prize money in 2018. Outside of TI, they were nothing short of dominant in their esport.
Virtus Pro, they come together as 5, and they are your ESL 1 Katowice champions.
These boys, the best in the world right now. Virtus Pro are your ESL 1 Birmingham 2018 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, your Kuala Lumpur major champions, Virtus Pro!
We are just 5 players who knows that we are good, we can play better. We don't give up. If we won, we want to win more.
And the winner is Astralis. They weren't just the most dominant team this year in CSGO, they've become one of the most dominant teams of the era of Valve majors.
Absolutely dominant. They talk about eras, they talked about them before, they talk about them now, but I have never seen such a dominant Astralis as we see now. No one close to them at any point in this major.
This year, the Danes have put up double-digit first-place finishes, including a dominant victory at the London Major in September, and won over $3 million in prize money.
And they get to walk away 3 players, over $1 million in prize money, and another championship in 2018, Astralis ECS Season 6 champions!
They've been the guests of the mayor of Copenhagen, and they're at the top of the CSGO world in the most competitive era of the game's history.
There's been that asterisk about the Astralis era, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. An unstoppable team, and they're back on top.
But with the hot results we've seen so far, it doesn't feel like we've even approached the limits this roster has when it's firing on all cylinders.
All Counter-Strike players, all professional players are getting taught something about the game today. This week, from this roster, Astralis changing the game once again.
In the second half of 2018, no team in Counter-Strike has been able to challenge the dominance of dupreeh, Device, Xyp9x, Magisk, and Glaive.
When we got Magisk on the team, our goal wasn't just to be the best team in the world. We wanted to create something more than that. And that's why we've been performing so well for so long time. It's a kind of a hard thing for teams to do, to become number 1. It's not the hardest part, but it's staying at the top spot.
And no team in all of esports has been able to match their level of consistency. It truly is an Astralis era.
These guys are true champions. They've showed us what they've got. It was a questionable 2017, but the hard work, the dedication, the addition of Majorsport has made them this world-class unit.
Back-to-back ECS, back-to-back Pro League, Marseille, Season 7, Chicago, and now for the first time ever at home, Season 8, Astralis are the champions of ESL Pro League, and for the first time in history, the best of all fucking time, Intel Grand Slam, it's Astralis.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the award of Best Team in 2018. It has been an incredible year and we are super satisfied with this award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For our Rookie of the Year award, we're looking at the newest additions to esports' competitive landscape. Now, in case you're wondering about the criteria for this award, we are not looking at any players who competed in a tournament against a Tier 1 organization prior to 2018. The nominees are Gabriel Whippo Rao, League of Legends. Whippo won both spring and summer EULCS playoffs. He made second All-Pro team in the EULCS Summer Split and went to the World's Grand Finals in his rookie year.
But Whippo's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Forced to throw down the ultimate, and now he's looking to escape, looking to turn this around. The burst is available, the soul's on there, flashing out of the tower, unable to find the kill, but he doesn't get caught by the javelin either. PK flashes to safety. Whippo wins a 1v2.
Wayne pops it, and pull it back in. This could be really good damage. Cody Sun is aggro. He's gone. He's gone to get Cody Sun as well. Has to pop his own ultimate, but this could be a chase down. Whippo to slow down the autos to come in, and Afro is gonna fall. Whippo with a double kill.
I know that if I mess up, I'll be okay if I just listen to my team.
Eric Licorice Ritchie, League of Legends. Licorice had a statistically strong year in 2018. He went to World Semifinals in his rookie year and was named Rookie of the Split in the NALCS Spring Split.
They're gonna dive into the pit, plenty of damage available, but will they even stop the Baron as the smite? Oh, he gets the kill on the juggler! Who's gonna get it? You've gotta be kidding me! Licorice solo carrying this game! Can you believe that Baron steal? Your Spring Split North American LCS Rookie of the Split on Ornn!
Reaper's been like super good about, and I mean the rest of the team too, have been super good about letting me play what I want and like kind of experimenting and just trying to figure out what's good.
Topias Topson Tavitsainen, Dota 2. Topson, of course, won the International 2018, his first major LAN tournament ever. It was part of the incredible underdog story that was OG's victory.
Topson, look at the wraparound onto Esport again. Ghost Shroud is there. Topson quick with the Tornado, EMP combo. Someone needs to come across and help S4, as S4 just getting solo killed here by Topson. He's down over the big gust, heading him back. Tornado, Topson, he's in with the back of the meteor. Tony Blast coming down. Topson with the save, gets both of them. Topson and Roka doing it big time on the main stage.
I've started playing like more serious 1 year ago, and yeah, now I'm at TI. Feels good.
Mathieu Zaiwu Herbeau, CSGO. Zaiwu had a landmark rookie year. He was part of Vitality's win at DreamHack Open Atlanta, and his French veteran teammates on Vitality speak highly of him. He had a strong statistical performance in his rookie year.
Field does open up 22, getting double peak, Zaiwu finding one. And just like that, the AK is been retrieved, but will it get out? Yes, it will. Zaiwu's already here, charging on in, and oh, he's going to find himself a third. The youngster, the new boy on the block, trying to make a name for himself. Zaiwu's going to find absolutely everybody. He's going to get the ace.
Alors vis-à-vis de Ziwo, c'est une excellente surprise en tant que teammate. Il est totalement intégré dans le groupe. C'est quelqu'un de très simple, de très bien focus seulement sur la performance, être les meilleurs et gagner.
And the winner is Topson. It's not unprecedented for a Dota 2 player to win TI in their rookie year, but to do it like Topson did, that's something truly special.
They've completed the miracle run. Topson, his first professional LAN event.
And if it was the plot of a Hollywood film, it would seem almost unbelievable.
Cinderella's story ain't got nothing on this!
He got the call to be the replacement mid for OG. His first major LAN tournament ever just happened to be on the biggest stage in Dota 2, for the biggest prize pool in the game's history.
You come to TI, you get an email from Notel, you're a TI champion. What?
The team he joined was considered maybe the worst at the tournament, and it's not an exaggeration to say, literally nothing was expected of him.
Let's start with Topson, right? The easiest one of all. It's just a very apparent story. This guy did not imagine being on the stage, and now he's playing for the very last match of TI8. I mean, to a certain extent, I think it works to his advantage, Winter, because to him, probably the one who's closest to just playing another Dota game.
OG put up one of the most incredible underdog runs in Dota's history, and central to the team's success was a pub star with a limited hero pool who had never played a major LAN.
I want to be clear that I think no one else in the world would win that game on Monkey King when you're that far behind. Bulba mentioned that the LGD makes mistakes and they capitalize, and that's a great point, but at the same time, OG's in that spot where they can't afford to make a single mistake and they just lose the game.
Topson's story is, at its core, one of the reasons esports remains so compelling. Because once you load into a game, it's not about what you've done. It's only about what you can do and what you will do.
We also saw some huge signs of brilliance. In particular, we saw Topson kill himself trying to heal the gyrocopter, but then we also saw Topson one-shot Ame in several occasions in the game, which pretty much like solidified it. So, I mean, I'm just looking forward to the next one. I hope we get more Dagon 5s, some more Thompson like doing these outplays, especially in like that mid lane too. He solo killed maybe.
Thompson's TI win is proof that the system works. If you're good enough, you can be discovered. You can beat the greatest in the game. You can hoist the coveted Aegis.
I would not have picked them as a favorite for a single series they played at TI. No. And somehow they did it.
Thompson is the greatest rookie of 2018, and honestly, maybe in all of esports, at least for the moment.
The greatest Cinderella story in the history of Dota 2.
Immortality.
Guys, the games in our next category aren't exactly rookies to the scene per se, but they did have a marquee year in 2018. For our Breakthrough Esport of the Year award, we're looking at games trying to crack that upper echelon of esports. The nominees are Dragon Ball FighterZ. This fighting game uses characters we all know and love from the Dragon Ball universe. Its viewership numbers at EVO 2018 passed 250,000, and the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour will wrap up early 2019.
Let's hurry up and get this started.
This could be fun.
I'll play with you.
Bring it on. 本作なんですけれども、ドラゴンボールファイターズは、一言で言うと、本当の、本気のドラゴンボールバトルというような内容になっています。
And Sonic Fox is wait a minute. No, wait, do not tell me we're gonna summon. Are we gonna summon? And Sonic Fox is your Dragon Ball FighterZ Evolution 2018 champion. He's done it. He's done it.
Fortnite Battle Royale. While Fortnite's competitive structure is still very much in flux, it has a total player count topping 200 million in November. $100 million in prizing has been promised for the 2018-2019 season.
You may have seen our previous blog announcing $100 million to fund Fortnite prize pools. Now, in less than a year, we've grown to 125 million players. And to celebrate the community and competitive play, we're pumped to announce the 2019 Fortnite World Cup. We can't wait to see the Fortnite competition heat up.
Your number one duo. It's Tifa and Clopsy!
Overwatch. 2018 was the inaugural season of the Overwatch League. We saw buy-in from major investors, including sports ownership groups, and a regionalized team structure for the league.
Soldiers, scientists, adventurers, oddities. Over 20 million players have started their watch. Now we want to showcase the world's greatest Overwatch players. Blizzard Entertainment is proud to announce the Overwatch League.
For the London Spitfire, is this the answer to their problem? Neptuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet with 3! He's killed 4 players now on his own! And the Spitfire are coming through with this one. Prophet finds 5 kills on this traitor, and you better believe that's enough!
Rainbow Six Siege. This year was Rainbow Six Siege's third full year of Pro League, and we saw increased interest from major esports organizations like Cloud9, FaZe Clan, and Team Liquid. We also saw continued viewership growth for the esport.
Welcome to the competitive world of Rainbow Six Siege. We've seen the Siege scene flourish over the last 2 years, growing season on season in competition and scale.
Map number 5 between 2 extraordinary teams. As they start to defuse, Hengu goes for one on the Young. Can he go the second? They're often known as the best team in the world, never having that distinction until today. Penta are your world champions. The second invitational.
And the winner is Rainbow Six Siege. With a game that had as rough a start as Rainbow Six, its growth over the past few years is nothing short of extraordinary.
Rainbow Six Siege is constantly evolving, with free updates, new maps, and operators. But it's more than a game. It's a thriving community with 25 million players and counting, and the community is more alive than ever.
In 2018, the game's esport audience exploded as Ubisoft hosted the Pro League, the Six Invitational, and the Paris Major.
Welcome to the 6th Major Paris!
But besides a lineup of events, 2018 also saw increased buy-in from the greater esports community. Pro organizations made their way into the esport in bigger numbers, including a purchase of the Invitational Championship winning roster Penta Sports by G2 Esports.
Ladies and gentlemen, G2!
The geographical audience for the game is also expansive. While initial esports efforts focused on North America and Europe, the game has become popular in the Latin America and Asia Pacific regions.
Welcome to Rio, welcome to the heart of Brazil, welcome to the biggest Rainbow Six Siege event in history.
Since operators in the game have special abilities, the meta continues to deepen as more are added.
Come, break your back against a mountain.
And in a nod toward the evolving metagame, the pro scene has even implemented a pick-ban phase for operators before each map. The future looks bright for Rainbow Six Siege, and 2018 was the year they not only won fans, but the support of some of esports' biggest orgs as well.
I mean, you can't describe it with words. It's crazy feeling, winning in front of a super good crowd that cheers for both teams. This is what esports is all about. The respect for each other, the respect for the game.
To everyone at theScore Esports, thank you so much. Breakout Esport of the Year means a lot to us. We want to extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone in our community for supporting this game thus far. From the pros who are breaking the boundaries of what's possible within our game, to our fans who eat, sleep, and breathe Rainbow Six Siege, and lastly to our partners who make giving the gift of professional esports around the world possible. Thank you very much.
Well guys, it's time to talk about that mysterious award I alluded to in the intro. Now, before I actually reveal it, a little context, please. You see, esports is pretty big, and it's getting bigger all the time. There are dozens of games for you to play, and tons of communities popping up around each one. But some orgs, some people, some publishers even, are transcending those boundaries and making esports more professional and more successful than it's ever been. And that's what the theScore Esports Game Changer Award is all about. It recognizes those people and those organizations that dominated the year, both in and out of the game. And the inaugural theScore Esports Game Changer Award goes to Cloud9. This is an organization that has never been afraid to take risks, but this year they took some big ones, and it looks like they've all paid off.
I wanted to make sure that even though Cloud9 was growing and expanding into different games and adding more people, that core culture of Cloud9 never went away.
In the Overwatch League, Cloud9 purchased the spot and rebranded as the London Spitfire. The Spitfire had a hell of an opening year in the OWL, taking home the league's inaugural championship.
And London Spitfire have done it! They will fly high as your Overwatch League champions!
They couldn't even win 50% of their games. They had to cut half their roster to focus on their core. But it certainly worked, and they will be our inaugural champions.
What a story for London Spitfire.
In League of Legends 2, the NALCS started their franchising model in 2018. Cloud9 was one of the teams selected, but it was their conduct that followed that sets them apart.
Every our steps agreed for benching Jensen and Sneaky. And also, Jada will step up for the 6-man, the fighting star spot.
I think that the short-term goals and long-term goals are aligned in that we're looking for players to always be hungry to get better, that they need to know that they constantly need to push themselves, be good teammates, be professional players, and that kind of sense of urgency to get better is going to help the team morale as a whole.
The roster rallied and improved, finishing second during the summer playoffs. It was a good enough finish to earn them a spot at the regional finals, where they beat TSM to make it to Worlds.
10th place to finals is a great story, but Cloud9 will do you one better. 10th place to Worlds! Cloud9 will make it to the semifinals! A 3-0 sweep! The first time in 7 years! Cloud9 in the top 4 at Worlds!
In CSGO, Cloud9's roster made an underdog run to win the first major of 2018, in a victory significant not only for the org and their fans, but for the entire region they represented.
As Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions! They were a heavy underdogs, but they did it for North America. Skadoodles won the major!
Elsewhere, their Rocket League squad defeated the highly favored Dignitas roster to win the Rocket League Championship Series Season 6 Finals.
It seemed impossible, Carpet. They lost in the very first round and had to win series after series. And they do it. Cloud9, your Season 6 World Champions!
And in other esports like Rainbow Six Siege, the organization has continued to grow, looking for opportunities to reach an ever-expanding esports audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Cloud9, your DreamHack Montreal champions!
C9 also secured $50 million in Series B funding in October, so it's likely that founder and CEO Jack Etienne isn't slowing down his org's meteoric rise anytime soon.
Thank you for selecting Cloud9 as the 2018 SCORE eSports Game Change Award. This award means a lot to us because it recognizes the hard work and dedication of our coaches and management to change the way we actually train and develop our players. This year was incredibly hard, specifically with our League of Legends team. We ended up benching our 3 All-Stars to develop new talent and change the way we actually function with our team. We had a tough start, but we stuck with it, going from 10th place with that team all the way to the World Semifinals. And what was really amazing about that was that roster ended up with 50% rookies, the first time ever playing on the large stage that year. So thank you, and we're looking forward to seeing you again in 2019.
Well guys, that's it. That was 2018. We saw individual players break records. We saw rosters dominate their esports. We saw rookies make history and games take their shot at the upper echelons of esports. What's there left to say except congratulations to all this year's winners, and we'll see you in 2019. Thanks for watching. If you want more great content just like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button.